everyone to some more Maplestory. And today, as you can see, I am level 260 and I'll be doing the Cernium Before storyline. And I will say I did do this technically during the Glory update when the event version happened. However, there might have been changes since the event version of the storyline. And we're going to be seeing that today as I go through the storyline once again at the actual level of the permanent version, which is level 260. And yeah, we're going to go from there. And also, I am doing this today. It's a little bit unexpected because I didn't plan this. But the moment I got to this level, I was like, I should stream this storyline right away so I could finally start collecting the sacred symbols. Because I could finally start getting it. Not yet though, I have to do the story first. So yeah, everything should be good. Sound settings are on. And we're gonna get started. Okay. Convergence under a rev. Okay. Oh boy, it's been a while since I've done the event, just the storyline in general of Cernium. Oh, and also the second half of Cernium is available at level 265, so we're only doing obviously half of the storyline today. And I wonder how long it will take for me to get to level 265. I'll just say, don't expect it anytime soon. Anyways, Angel, I need you at the outpost right away. What's wrong? Speak with me at the New Alliance outpost when you're ready for a more thorough explanation. Okay, enable background music and sound effects. I double checked and we have done that. Master! Master! The first time I encountered it, I thought I was in space. There were stars everywhere. Then I realized those stars were every possible future laid out in front of me. When I saw that, they all led to the same inevitable despair. I began to understand the source of his frustration. Master, are you okay? I could empathize with him. Convergence. Ah, you finally made it. Yeah, what's happening? I have news to share with you about our favorite commander. Nineheart's face betrays the smallest of smirks. The only one who was fully aware of the Black Mage's plans, and the only one who fully approved of them. Are you talking about Will? Exactly. We found Will unconscious in the Sea of Esfera shortly after the Black Mage's death. We secretly relocated him to Mapleworld to keep an eye on him. He only recently regained consciousness. He's still alive? Yes, and more cooperative than we would have ever expected. In fact, he's been so accommodating that I find it suspicious. Grendel the Really Old is currently questioning him. I'm sure you have a lot of questions for him as well. Would you like to come with me? Arev? you're keeping Will here? Isn't that risky, being so close to the Empress and all?
There's no place more secure than a rev. Of course, it troubles me to keep our greatest enemy here, but we can't risk him escaping. He'll be a key figure in our future battles.
Wait, we're expecting future battles? We still have enemies out there?
I'm sure you remember Melange. After we defeated the Black Mage, he disappeared. And he took all of his knowledge about the Transcendence with him.
That's a little weird, sure. But that doesn't necessarily make him an enemy. Do you have any other evidence?
This is what we got from Pantheon.
Neidhart hands you a letter from Idea. It's dated from before the battle with the Black Mage. Neidhart, I received your request to analyze the trustworthiness of Melange. While normally I consider your suspicion of even your allies a touch ridiculous, your concern may be well-founded in this case. When he first appeared, Melange claimed to be the disciple of a great magician. I researched that claim and learned he was expelled for practicing forbidden magic. Even more alarming, he's highly skilled in several different branches of magic and extraordinarily powerful. My recommendation is to keep him close and watch him diligently. He could end up being a threat to us all. Idea. But the Alliance didn't take him into custody.
Melange's knowledge was even greater than that of our allies in Grandis. We couldn't risk losing his trust by taking him into custody.
I guess that's true. But then, did you just let him leave to do whatever he wants?
We sent some of our best magicians to escort him here after the Black Mage's defeat. He evaded them easily. Now we don't know where he is, or what he plans to do. He can't be left alone.
You're going after him? Won't it be dangerous to leave Will here in a rev?
Will's powers were tied to the Black Mage. I doubt he'll be much trouble. Just in case, we have a chief knight assigned to his cell 24 hours a day. Even Grendel is keeping an eye on him. We have nothing to fear. What's happening?
Oh dear. Which way to the prison?
It's that way! Hurry!
Okay, let's go. Quickly! Oz, what happened? I don't know. They all burst out of the basement at once. They came from inside the dungeon? I'll prepare a spell to stop them. Buy me some time. Oh gosh. Lag, please. Oops, I meant to other key. Okay, I hope it respawns a little faster. Thanks. Now, it's my turn. That seems to have stopped them. For now. Oz, keep an eye on the door and be ready for anything. We'll head inside. Nineheart, Angel. So, they originated here? Oh dear. Okay, also why fight the enemies. Come on, respawn faster. Come on, respawn faster. I did not expect it to go this slow.
You're just in time!
What happened?
Can't say for sure. Will did something to Grendel. Made the old man vanish somehow.
What could he possibly have done?
Sir, I brought Grendel's apprentices.
I know him.
And I'm Lily. What happened?
Are you sure?
It's fine. Open the door. Here we stand at last. You touched the core. I did. Then, you felt what I felt. Or did you? Perhaps now that he's gone, you only feel despair. Humankind is doomed, relegated to languish in this broken world. Broken things can be mended. He would have destroyed everything, and everyone. You don't really believe that, do you? People like you and I are above such petty falsehoods. But please, I'm sure you didn't come here to trade barbs. How may I help you? I saw the future that the Black Mage had planned. He intended for the adversary to slay Aeona. You're quite correct. But that future has been averted. And what makes you think that? There is another transcendent working to overturn the natural order. Darmor. Did you think we wouldn't find out about him? I need you to tell me everything you know about the Transcendence. Straight to the heart of things, then. Someone once told me. Truth is a sweet poison. Sometimes it's better to avoid it. I suppose it is our insatiable need for the truth that has undone us.
How'd he get that? Grendel, don't touch that!
So that's what happened.
There's been something strange about Grendel ever since he touched the core. But this?
What'd you do to Grendel, Will?
He was already on the path laid out by the Black Mage. I merely gave him a little nudge.
What was the object you gave him?
The core he encountered before was but a shadow. The one I've shown him? It holds the Great One's thoughts, plans, and his deepest despair.
Oh. Elwyn, Grendel opened a dimensional gate and disappeared through it. Do you think you can find him? The traces of his portal led to the Arcane River. I can get us there, but I have no idea what we'll be walking into. What if there's fight on the other side? Angel, can I trust you to go with Elwyn and Lily and find Grendel the really old? Yes. Okay, I'll open the portal. Oh, the effects. This is Lachelaine. Angel? I didn't expect to see you back here, but your timing is perfect. Hey, isn't that Protective Mask? Who? You know, Protective Mask, from all those Alliance reports. Reading's not my thing. Besides, I have you to keep me updated. We need to hurry. Head inside the clock tower, and I'll explain. Okay, let's go. Oh gosh. Everything's gonna be like quick and fast, since my damage is a lot. Oh, that was loud. I don't think it was too loud though, so that's good. I was out searching for Lucid when I saw an old man wander into this building. He was so determined. It seemed odd, so I followed him. He took the path we just took. It's strange, but I'd never noticed it before. Anyway, it led to a very special place. Come take a look. This was Lucid's room. It overlooks the whole of Lachelaine. Here, look at this. It will help explain things. Lucid's dream is too dangerous to actually enter, but you should be able to peer inside without trouble.
Master!
Dark One. They've started looking into your second future. Should I stop them?
Is she talking about the gate to the future?
No. This is the only way they'll learn fear. They'll learn about the lie of free will and the chains of fate. They will learn to hate those chains. I see it now. The Black Mage intended to lose from the beginning.
The gate to the future was part of the Black Mage's plan?
Master, snap out of it.
I I must know more.
Master!
We have to follow him. What about Lucid? She's being consumed by her own dream. I'll have to go in and rescue her. But he said it was dangerous. For you, yes. But I've been defying her dreams since all this started. My theory is that Lucid's subconscious created me for just such an occasion. She knew this might happen? And she still went through with it? It's like she hoped all along that someone would help her when she couldn't help herself. Help! Is anyone there? Somebody, please. Could it be? Is it really you? Mercedes? Mercedes! All this time, Protective Mask was a projection of Mercedes? I pulled her back from the abyss. But she won't regain consciousness for a while. We need to hurry. I can only trace the dimensional gate for so long after it disappears. If we don't keep moving, we'll lose track of the master. What do we do about Lucid? Don't worry, just go. I'll take her to the soldiers on Center Street. They'll protect her. Then I'll open the gate, the portal. Okay, let's go. Is that true? Treffet? Are we in the morass? Why would Grendel want to come here? What I'd also like to know is, whose version of the morass is this? To recreate the entire ancient city, it must be someone powerful. Hang on a second. Is this a true recreation of Treffet? We don't have to fight that thing, do we? I don't think so. Since the Genesis failed and the Black Mage is gone, I don't think it'll attack us. What if you're wrong? Doesn't really matter, does it? We don't have a choice. How reassuring. Let's get moving before that thing attacks us. I sense traces of the master toward the right. This boss in the background. I remember, technically, it was an actual boss that people can fight, but only in certain regions of Maplestory, like servers and stuff. Versions. I mean, it's kind of hard to remember, but I did talk about it a while back. Like, it used to be a boss that can be, that you can fight, but only in certain, like, regional servers. And, at some point they just, like, removed it completely, because it was like, or something. Also, if I'm right, it never made it to global Maplestory, I think. I actually don't know. It's been a while since I read, like, about the boss. Is that the White Mage? Did Grendel come here to talk to him? But if this is based on a memory, shouldn't it be the Black Mage? This is so confusing.
Transcendents aren't bound by time and space, like we are. If the Black Mage really did return to normal before he died, it could influence moments in the past like this.
Shh. Listen. My echo in Morass can deal with Arcarium. I must focus on my current task, for the path is long and winding. Fate's chains still bind me. But there is still a chance, a small one, that I may break those chains.
A small chance to break Fate's chains.
I can't open a portal to follow him, not with a white mage here.
We could ask him to go away?
No.
What are we gonna do?
I am not the Black Mage. You have nothing to fear from me.
You're not going to hurt us? What did you tell Grendel? Where did he go?
I told him nothing. He realized the truth on his own.
What truth?
The purpose of the Transcendence.
Well, we're not as smart as Grendel, so you'd better just spell it out for us.
Long ago, the universe was ruled by selfish gods. These gods used their powers freely, without regard for the worlds or the mortals who inhabited them. Chaos reigned. The universe could not abide such madness. It forged chains of law to force the gods and all of creation back into order. Over long years, the chaos subsided. But the universe was not yet satisfied. The ancient gods, chained into an unnatural slumber, could still awaken someday. Above all else, the universe wanted certainty. It wanted to reduce the variables and create a predictable future. And so, the Transcendents were born. They served as jailers to the gods and enforcers of order. With chaos completely eradicated, the future became set in stone.
Even the Transcendents were slaves to order. But Grendel had more questions, didn't he?
The White Mage gives a small nod.
What will become of our world now that the Transcendents are gone?
Now that Grendel's gone and we've gotten our questions answered, can we finally get out of here? I'll open the portal. The White Mage smiled softly as we left. Then he became one with Yerda and disappeared. So we strove for complexity and uncertainty. If you say no, you'll skip important dialogue. We're not doing that. Would you like me to explain the principles of magic and the universe's structure to help you understand? Sure. Just summarize for me, would you? I have no idea what he just said. You of all people shouldn't need this explained to you. Fine. Let's say you put 2 identical marbles inside of a box and gave it a shake. Based on the dimensions of the box, the shape and weight of the marbles, and the force and direction of the shake, we can predict the path the marbles will follow. But what if we add special marbles that have a different size and weight? The original 2 marbles' paths would be a lot harder to predict. It's hard to know how the different sizes and weights would affect the way the smaller marbles move when they hit each other. Plus, the more marbles there are, the more possibilities. Yes, the complexity and uncertainty have deepened. That's why the Transcendents were necessary. They removed the ancient gods from the equation. Then the future could once again be predicted and manipulated. The mere existence of the Transcendents is what maintains order. I think I get it now. Really? 'Cause I don't. Yes. We have to hurry up and rescue Ollie. But that's me. How is that possible? Where are we?
It's the Swamp of Memory. We're seeing the Black Mage's memory of you.
Let's follow it. You. You headed to the right. Oh, this. Okay, eliminate the enemies. Oops. Okay, come on, just one more wave.
The Black Mage manipulated destiny in accordance with the laws of this world. Countless possible futures emerged, but ultimately, the Black Mage succeeded in his plans. At this moment, in this place, the adversary was fated to kill Tana.
Help me, Jean.
No, it doesn't have to be like this.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Do you know what this means? Do you understand what you've done?
The Black Mage will possess the power of two worlds' transcendence.
The adversary chose a different fate. The Seal Stone contained incredible power, enough power to change destiny itself. But the decision to use that power was the adversary's alone.
You could have stopped the Black Mage then and there. Why didn't you?
Back then... Okay, we have our options. I don't know. By that point, I had trouble thinking clearly. I didn't have the strength to keep fighting him. I just couldn't do that to Tana.
It was at once a victory and a defeat. It proved that mortals had the power to change fate. If the adversary could defeat the last of the Transcendents, the world would be free. A free world.
This changes things.
Sure, that's great, but shouldn't we focus on snapping the Master out of his trance?
Whatever for? We've learned so much by following him around.
Wait a minute. Isn't Will's book here somewhere? We can nab it before Melange does.
Hey you, kid! Stop right there! Kid, is it? Oh. This must be the morass. How inconvenient.
How did he know?
Hand that book over or else! Elwyn, Lily, adversary, ignore me. Find your master.
What? How's he?
My legs are moving on their own.
You can't order us around like this! I'll make you pay! Elwyn, stop right there. Ow! Now you may go. That really smarts. You'll regret this. Elwyn, stop again. Oops. I don't deserve this.
He knew right away that he was in the morass. And that magic. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, I know this place. Why would he hit me with his staff like that? Anyway, we need to head to the right. Oh, poor Elwyn. Okay, I'll put my... Okay, I'll do that. Because, I have buffs on the companion follower thing, and that is literally draining my HP during every single cutscene. And I don't need it. I'm already pretty powerful to go through the story stuff anyway. Oh my eye. I kind of forgot Melange did that to Elwyn. To be fair, it's been like... Oh my god, how long? When was the Glory update? I think it was like late 2017, early 2018, I think. Oh my god, that was a long time ago. Like, whenever Hoyoung was released, is when the Glory update happened.
Where's the master? I can't sense him.
Reality's about to shift! Brace yourselves!
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I don't know. It feels like we're being pulled towards something. Oh!
We're headed straight for the Black Mage!
What? Are you sure?
This is the ship the adversary took to face him.
Wait a second. My memory of it all is a bit fuzzy, but doesn't that ship blow up? Uh-oh.
We need to get out of here, now!
It's too late!
The answer is here. It is time to act.
No! It's the Black Mage?
We survived. We actually survived.
Master!
Stop him before he takes off again. Ow!
Control yourself, apprentice.
We finally found you! But, where are we?
Good question.
We stand at the end of the world.
All that trouble in the world is ending?
I mean that we're at the very edge of Maple World, child. Honestly.
Master, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I did.
Well?
It was all so very simple when I got to the bottom of it. The Transcendents changed the nature of Maple World by their very existence. Now that they are gone, Maple World can return to its natural state.
But what does that mean?
Lily, what happened after the other two Transcendents, Rena and Alicia, disappeared?
Let's see. The passage between Maple World and Grandis opened up. hold on. If the Transcendents were changing the nature of the world, and their absence caused our worlds to converge...
Then Maple World and Grandis were originally the same world?
What?
Now you understand. This place marks the veil between our worlds. Without the Transcendence, it has grown paper-thin.
Master?
What are you doing?
The time has come to make our world whole once more!
Master!
What have you done? It was all true.
Maple World and Grandis are one.
Look, someone's coming.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I have so looked forward to this moment.
Wow. That was the Convergence. Oh yeah, okay, now we have the Cernium before. But yeah, that was the entire Convergence quest line. The permanent version. Okay, obviously we'll do the actual Cernium before, but give me a second. Oh yeah, we got the achievement. Oh yeah, what's interesting is like after the Maple Chronicles was added, there's now achievements for those particular quest lines, so we can actually replay them in the Maple Chronicles on any other character. And I really love that, because now we could go there anytime to see other stuff from other characters, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I tested it with one character, and it did work, so... yep. Now, we are going to do the Cernium Before storyline, the actual one this time. The first part was Convergence, and now we're in Cernium Before. A traveler from beyond the sea. Okay. Angel, are you busy? Do you recall Carlisle from across the sea? The Alliance has called an emergency summit to discuss his arrival. Your presence is urgently requested at the new Alliance outpost. Okay. You must be the adversary. Who are you? I am Carlisle, Prince of Cernium. I've crossed the Forgotten Sea to meet you. But that ocean wasn't even there a minute ago. How did you know we were here? I have a friend who is well versed in theology and history. Sui already knew the seal would break when the Transcendence disappeared and that the adversary would be involved. And here you are. But why come looking for us? Well, I need a favor. I'd like to speak to your Maple Alliance. Does Grendel really think Maple World and Grandis were meant to exist in the same universe? Yes, he assures me the information he discovered in the orb is credible. If you had told me that before today, I'd have said you'd lost your marbles. But... as hard as it is to believe, just looking at that sky with my own two eyes proves it's true. It's so strange. We put so much effort into crossing between Maple World and Grandis before. Now all I have to do is look up and I can see it right there. What does all of this mean for Maple World? The corrupted Transcendent from Grandis seems to have the same plan but the Black Mage did. He wants to take over and remake Grandis the way he sees fit. Considering the merge, it looks like Grandis and Maple World share the same problems now. We're still recovering from the battle against the Black Mage. How are we supposed to fight this too? It won't come to that, not if you help me. Pardon the interruption, but we have a guest. Allow me to introduce Prince Carlisle from the Holy Land of Cernium. Cernium? Never heard of it. You're the one from beyond the sea? What? That is correct. I've come from across the sea. Carlisle, would you please share what you know about the Flora army? Jaren Darmor is waging war against all of Grandis. His army is formidable, but resistance fighters have forced him to spread his resources thin. Which means he is far from capable of crossing the sea to Maple World as yet. Well, that's something. So why have you come to see the Alliance, Carlisle? Maple World may be safe from Jaren Darmor's evil for now, but Cernium is not. We suspect it won't be long before the bulk of his forces invade our territory. It would benefit both Maple World and Cernium if the Maple Alliance were to take on the Transcendent now, before he gets any stronger. The Alliance has its own problems to solve right now, but it wouldn't hurt to have new allies. And we'd have access to all of their intelligence on the Flora army. I should clarify, Cernium does not plan to join the Alliance. Beg pardon? We're only interested in protecting our holy land, not fighting an all-powerful Transcendent. You'd abandon the rest of us just to save your own hide. What kind of leader are you? At ease, Claudine. We can't force everyone to join our fight. But I agree with the Empress. If we ignore her request for help, we'd be no better than the enemy we seek to destroy. It's true. What? We're not prepared for this. Dea. Helping others without thought of our own personal gain is simply the right thing to do. This is an opportunity to build a friendship with Cernium. I'm sure they will not easily forget our benevolence. Of course. Cernium is a holy land frequented by countless pilgrims. Their patronage has made us quite prosperous. We can reward you handsomely for your service. That's generous of you. Very generous. But it won't do us much good if we don't survive. Well, that would certainly make the rebuilding effort easier. Huh. Empress, I have urgent news. Let's adjourn for today. We can consider what was discussed here and work out a plan together tomorrow. Would you stay behind, Angel? There's something I'd like to discuss with you personally. We've only just beaten the Black Mage. I thought we were finally at peace. Yet here we are, facing another threat. And I have more news. The moment the dimensional seal broke, ancient ruins and artifacts all over the world lit with an unusual magical glow. Our people speculated is because the ancient gods are awakening. What does that mean for us? Well, until now, the only one powerful enough to face the Transcendent was you, the adversary who bore the seal stone. That's why the heaviest burden always fell to you. But if we can discover how to use the power of the ancient gods, we'll be far stronger than we were when we took on the Black Mage. Cernium is known as a holy land of the ancient gods and their people. Carlisle's request is our opportunity to learn more about them and their power. So we're sending reinforcements after all. Yes. Angel, will you once again lend us your strength to save not just Maple World, but Grandis as well? Anytime. Thank you, Angel. Angel, are you aware of the mission objectives? The objective of the mission is... Our options are, I need to earn the Alliance some cash, I need to learn more about the ancient gods' power, I need to protect Cernium, I need to secure a route to the city. I need to learn more about the ancient gods' power. Correct. If the ancient gods really are awakening, we're looking at an amazing opportunity. As you know, neither the Resistance nor the Knights are in a fit state to run additional missions right now. Pantheon will be our staging point for reinforcements, and we've entrusted command of them to Adea. I'll be dispatching the soldiers as soon as they are ready. Hawkeye from the Knights and Cheeky from the Resistance will accompany you. This seal... Adea is a level-headed tactician and a powerful magician, which makes her the perfect candidate for this. But the Nova deeply resent the High Flora. I worry she won't remain objective when you engage the Flora. If that happens, she'll need your help. Everything is set up on our end. We'll modify the magic in the seal here to allow for teleportation. That will take us across the sea in the blink of an eye. You don't get to explore the high seas on the way. That's disappointing. Perhaps another time. The seas of Grandis are not for the faint of heart. No need to talk it up, mate. I'm already sold. I cannot do the accent, I apologize. I'm trying my best. Calm down. We've got more important stuff to do first. That's everyone. Let's get moving. I'll see you when you get back. I wish you all a safe journey. And if there are any resources Cernium can provide to help us rebuild, please do send them back for us. You got it. We need to get going now. Good luck. Ooh. Our lives are in your hands once again.
So this is Grandis. Nice place.
I've always wanted to come here.
Aren't you from Grandis?
Now, I'm confused. Also, I do want to point this out. I noticed that the dialogue, they didn't put a little bit of exclusive text for our character here. Angelic Buster, I mean. Which is interesting because, obviously, Kaiser and Angelic Buster are from Grandis, so they obviously... Oh, and they're also a Nova, so they obviously know about, you know, resenting the Flora army and all that, so I'm like, huh? Yep, that's interesting that they kind of forgot that. Anyways, we're not gonna go into more detail about that. Let's continue the story. Ow.
I'm from Grandis the Realm. But Grandis takes its name from the body at the center of our planetary system. Like Maple World, it has many cities, cultures, and an ecosystem all its own.
That makes sense.
Pantheon, Elysium, Savage Terminal, Verdel, they're all individual moons orbiting Grandis.
Well, I guess we can add Maple World to the neighborhood.
My prince, this isn't the correct landing site.
Did we get redirected somehow? We should get to our rendezvous point as soon as possible.
Okay, let's go. Oh, and also, I like how each of the Continental Grandis storylines, like, have us with, like, one member of each group, like, accompanying us. So in this one, we have, like, Cheeky, Hawkeye, and Adea. And Hotel Arcus, okay, I can't remember right now. But I know it's different people each time. My memory is kind of poor, so we'll just continue. Oh dear. We're now in a state where we're going to perish very easily.
There's the prince and his outsiders!
We're surrounded!
Is this the Flora army?
These are heretics, actually. Enemies of our god and our faith.
Excuse me?
Not everyone is on board with worshipping a god we haven't heard from in eons.
Angel, will you defeat them for us? Yes. There's something you should know before we go into battle. A strange oppressive aura has settled over certain domains within Grandis, including Cernium. This aura has been shown to interfere with the manifestations of one's innate powers and abilities. With our best warriors rendered powerless, identifying a solution was the top priority. Luckily, we discovered a force capable of counteracting this energy. We call it sacred power. But now is hardly the time. We'll convey our findings to the Maple Alliance at a later time. Tutorial. Can we have a temporary equipping? No, we're stuck like this. Well, I'm gonna have fun doing this as, we don't have sacred power. Okay. Okay, I am done, but I'm trying to put my headphones back in because that was so loud. Oh, We need to do something about those archers up on the cliffside.
Saren! Guardian, there are more incoming!
Take cover! We will dispatch the heretics up here!
Who is that?
That would be the Guardian of the Holy Sword.
Why would a sword need a guardian?
It's a very special sword. Right, let's keep moving.
Long ago, when the Transcendents were born, the ancient gods faded from the universe. With the heart of their faith gone, the order dispersed. Their glory quickly faded, and the world fell to chaos. Many resented the Transcendents for what they had wrought and swore vengeance against them. But others hoped the old gods would one day return, so the faithful gathered together in Cernium.
There it is. Cernium, the Holy Land.
It's definitely impressive.
The landscape is strange, almost unnatural.
That's because the entire countryside around Cernium was shaped by the gods of old.
The gods did all this? Personally?
So the old stories go. Legend has it that the land was carved out in an ancient war between the divine.
Is that why they call this the Holy Land?
Yes. Unfortunately, many people view Cernium as proof that the gods are gone for good. It's said they fought to their last breath in this place. It marked the end of the gods and the beginning of the Transcendence.
It seems we have a lot to learn about Cernium.
The place the gods died.
Of course, that's just a legend. I doubt anything could actually kill a god. At least, I don't think they died.
Prince, more enemies are approaching!
They've come this close to the city?
Unfortunately, I must ask you to fight again. I'll take the western side. Hawkeye, you take the northern. Cheeky, eastern. And Angel, you can take care of the enemies approaching from behind. Okay. Okay, let's go. I think I've fallen too far behind the others. So this is Cernium. Oh, the sword's guardian. Those feathers on her head. And are those wings on her back?
You are the adversary.
That's right.
The others are waiting for you in the city. I've been sent to escort you to them. Follow me.
Well, she's charming. Is that who I think it is? They're younger than I expected. Shh, they might hear you.
Welcome back, Prince Carlisle.
Is there any news of my father?
His illness has taken its toll, I'm afraid. The king is resting. Now, are you going to introduce me to your companions?
This is the Maple Alliance, and this is the famed adversary, their champion.
This is the adversary? I'd imagine someone more impressive. I certainly didn't expect someone so ordinary.
You put too much stock in gossip, Grandmaster. Have you been trading tall tales at the local tavern?
I would never sully myself by... Do you expect me to believe that this person stood up to a transcendent and won? You must guard yourself, Prince. These people may be lying to you.
Do you really intend to question my judgment in front of our guests?
I mean no disrespect, my prince. I merely urge caution. After all, they don't even share our faith. Above all things, we must be mindful of the will of our god. We are the caretakers of Cernium, after all.
That was a warm welcome.
I beg a million pardons. The Grand Master can be a tad overzealous.
And it's just 'cause he doesn't know us yet. This time tomorrow we'll be best mates, him and I.
The holy man and the pirate. That sounds like the start of a bad joke.
If you will excuse me, I shall arrange a place for you to rest.
A frail king, an upstart prince, and a holy order that's chomping at the bit to take over. And let's not forget the fringe groups who are all eager for their time in the spotlight. This is going to be even more difficult than forming the Maple Alliance was.
You aren't wrong.
Still, our princely friend seems to have a good head for politics. Let's give him a chance to smooth things over. Listen to the crowds. They're talking about you, adversary. Word travels quickly.
This must be why the prince gave us an escort. And why he was so concerned. Where are the others?
The others left to scout the city. In other words, they've gone sightseeing. I suggest you go on a little tour too. Get a feel for the city. If you find anyone who needs help, lend a hand. We want to show them the best side of the Alliance. Don't forget, we're here to protect Cernium, and to learn more about these so-called gods of theirs.
Got it.
Let's rendezvous later to compare notes.
Okay. Oh, and we're in the main city where many other players are gonna be. God, it feels so different seeing the actual, like, permanent version where you have the NPCs to, like, portals and stuff. Interesting. Anyways. You don't look like you're from around here. First time in Cernium? That's right. A visitor. Well then, you're talking to the right man. I can tell you all about our city. Most importantly, Cernium's rulers are loyal to the sun god Mitra. So their entire castle here is devoted to worship. That's why Cernium has become a haven for everyone who believes in the ancient gods. The northern temple is devoted to the sun god Mitra. The western temple worships the dawn god Naroda, and the eastern temple honors the flame god Spiza. Calling them temples is a stretch though. Oh, there's lag. All they did was put up a few banners here and there. What about the less than welcoming people wearing hoods when I got here? Who are they? You mean the heretics? You call them heretics? They abandoned their faith, didn't they? I can't really blame them though. It's been a long time since we heard from our gods. I'm rambling now. Don't worry about the heretics. The prince is always vigilant. He'll keep us safe. Now I could blabber on all day, or you can just see things for yourself. Why not visit the temple to the left first? What's that weird smell? Another pilgrim! Welcome! I can tell you all about the temple. The building on your left is the Temple of Naroda, god of dawn and dusk. It was built centuries ago when Naroda's order conquered Cernium. So the emblem on the blue flag is for the Dawn Guard Naroda? Yep, the Dawn priests met at the same time every day and prayed to each other. They think Naroda's spirit lives inside everybody. What if there aren't any other priests around at the time? I heard they prayed to their own reflections. You don't say. Uh-huh, and Naroda looks like a dark blue deer that's super beautiful. It only appears to those who possess a tranquil heart. Maybe if you're really lucky, you'll get to see it. Oh, really? Yeah, and if you stare at it long enough, the sun will rise between its antlers. But don't blink, or it'll be gone. The Dawn priests trained themselves to not blink just to prove their devotion. That's strange. Here we go again. What's going on? The Flame priests are about to start. The Dawn priests don't really like it. They say it's too loud. Oh. Anyway, I did a good job explaining, right? Well, I thought since I gave you such a nice tour, you might help me out too. Oh, you want mesos? No, I just need a favor. That sounds like work. Adea did say she wanted me to make a good impression. It's nothing hard. There's just a seagull problem in the western part of the castle. They're pooping everywhere. The Dawn Priests can't chase them away because they can't see them very well. All that not blinking and staring at the sun, you know? They asked me to do it, but I don't want to. So you want me to chase off the seagulls? Guess I'd better head to the western ramparts. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's just go. What brings you out here? You quickly explain. The rascal got you too, huh? Hey, isn't that Saren over there? The enemy detachment is just beyond the reach of our arrows. So far, they're only shouting the occasional threat. Up to now, we haven't given them much thought, but their numbers are steadily rising. Understood. Please keep an eye on the situation and notify me immediately if anything changes. That Guardian must be commanding the garrison. I heard only Celestials have got wings like that. Really? People here are pretty fond of her. As a matter of fact, they say she's a trustworthy lass. But her own order seems to think differently. Might even hate her. Odd. Oh, she left. If you're looking for something to do, you can chat with that Dawn Priest in the western ramparts. Something's wrong. Why not you, Hawkeye? I'm off to battle a pirate's oldest foe, Seagull. I should head through the portal. Didn't I see you with Guardian Saren before? Is there something I can help you with? Yes. Please tell the Guardian that the Flame Priestess' pyrotechnic antics are disrupting our morning prayer. I suspect they are deliberately attempting to sabotage our dawn prayers. Why don't you tell them yourself? I have, many times. But their hearing's bad, and they don't understand a word I say. I blame the explosives. But if the Guardian spoke to them, they'd have to pay attention. You'll help me, won't you? Sure. Thank you. I believe you'll find the Guardian near the eastern ramparts. I should head to the eastern ramparts. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's the kid again. Another pilgrim! Well, hey, you're the one from before. Yeah. If you like my first story, you'll love my story about Spice's Sanctuary of Red Flames. I will? Yeah, you see, when the ancient gods were still around, Spice's followers could use fire magic. But when the gods disappeared, they couldn't use the magic anymore. After that, most of Spice's followers left the order. But some stayed and figured out how to make exploding power that worked like their old powers. Exploding powder? Yeah, see? Look there! They're scattering the black powder around, so they can cause explosions. They say the better the blast, the more dedicated you are to Spisa. Huh? Haha! This looks like fun! I want in. Whoa! Huh. Oh, Angel. What in the world? Wow, look at that. An explosion made some flame monsters. I'll bet the priest could use help to get rid of them. What do you say? You ask an awful lot of favors. Aw, don't be like that. The monsters probably went to the top of the ramparts. You can do it. Oh dear. Sorry I caused all those monsters. I hope you didn't get singed or anything. I needed to come this way anyway. Have you seen the Guardian? Last I saw her, she was headed to the ramparts on that side. What's going on? You quickly explain. The Flame Priests have their own grievances. Trouble is, this is a centuries-old disagreement. We can't solve it for them in a day. Centuries? Cernium is a holy land for several different faiths, and they've all been fighting over this place for a long time. From what I understand, even after the Sun God Mitra's order took over, the war continued as strong as ever. Then one day, the current king, Prince Carlisle's father, decreed that all orders would share the land equally. They've had peace ever since. So that's what's been going on. Well, I need to meet with the Guardian. Oh, Adea, Carlisle.
You're here just in time for the show. Look.
You greyhorn freak!
Hey, break it up or you're both getting exiled!
That gives the Flame Priest a shove.
Threatening exile over a little name-calling?
We have to be strict with them or else we'll lose control of the city. We've got an enemy outside our gate, and more enemies inside, sowing discontent.
Your enemies?
You mean the heretics?
They slip into the city in groups of 2 or 3, disguised as ordinary citizens. Then they stir up trouble between the orders here.
In other words, you're fighting a war on 2 fronts.
Huh? Guardian, you can't do this. Move aside. Move aside, I said. Guardian, this is quickly becoming a spectacle. High Priest, stand aside. We are carrying out the King's will. You're not going to exile them, are you? It's dangerous outside the city. They can't survive on their own. It's not my place to question what the king has decided. I simply enforce the law. But you can't! Please reconsider. I act in the name of Mitra and the authority of the royal family of Cernium. I trust you understand the consequences of impending me. Mitra is your god, not ours. That's right. We shouldn't be subject to the same laws. Guardian, the mob is growing unruly. Perhaps we should retreat. So be it. Arrest the High Priest as well.
It seems you have more problems than you originally let on.
For now, yes. But I do think we have a solution at hand. Come to the palace. There's something I would like to show you two.
Okay, let's go. Oh, there's someone of a very high level. What is this place?
Saren will be furious if she learns you brought outsiders here. But if the prince wills it, we will obey.
Now that we're alone, there's a story I think you need to hear.
Won't it cause trouble with your people? Our being here, I mean.
You are here by my invitation. There's nothing to worry about.
What?
This is Azor, the holy sword of Mitra. They say it can summon a divine light that smites evil.
It's a fine sword, but I don't sense any special power coming from it.
All of our relics lost their light when the Age of the Gods ended. But things are different now. The Transcendents have all but vanished. The walls between Maple World and Grandis are gone. It's only a matter of time before the light of Mitra returns to the sword.
The sword of the sun god, awakened after all these centuries. It's an inspiring story. It could even bring your people back together.
That's what I'm counting on. This is the sword that will unite Cernium.
But why are you telling us this?
There is a prophecy among the believers. The glory of the heavens will be restored by the grasp of the Chosen One.
The Chosen One, you say?
And they're both staring at me.
You're after a particular type of hero. The type who could defeat a Transcendent, for example?
The thought had crossed my mind.
So, do you sense anything?
Well... Sun's flame will have vengeance.
Are you all right?
I'm tingling all over.
have been a little enthusiastic in my attempts to wake you up. Did you feel anything when you picked up the sword?
I felt anger. Like something was really, really mad that I was holding the sword.
That's not exactly the response we were hoping for.
It's safe to say the adversary isn't our chosen one. Still, the sword hasn't reacted like that before.
You aren't supposed to be here.
Saren! You see, we just...
Leave, now!
I suggest everyone calm down. We don't mean any harm.
This is all just a misunderstanding.
I will not warn you again.
Fine. Let's go. We almost lost our lives thanks to your little experiment. So what now? Will we be ejected from the city for our sacrilege?
No, certainly not. Saren acts tough, but she'll listen to reason.
Will she? I'm not so sure.
My prince, forgive me for interrupting, but you need to see this.
This is the sigil of Ebonstar.
Attention, denizens of the Holy Land. We are the Ebon Star. We stand against the tyranny of the gods. In the era of our ancestors, the gods abandoned this world. We reject the evil carried out in their names. Only in the absence of gods can the people be free. If you value your lives, flee Cernium. We will not rest until the memory of the gods is wiped from this land.
Notices just like this have been posted all over the city.
The heretics are acting openly. It won't be long now.
We've taken down all that we can find, but we still don't know who posted them.
I see.
We've also had reports that a cache of black powder was stolen from the Priests of Flame. They claim it's the work of the Priests of Dawn.
My friends, I fear that my duties call me elsewhere. I'll smooth things over with Saren for you, so please, rest easy. If you need something to do in the meantime, perhaps you could do some research into the Chosen One.
Won't the Order be upset that you involved outsiders?
If you can find the Chosen One, it won't matter.
And you want us to keep it a secret until then? That will be challenging.
I believe the two of you are more than capable. My librarian can help you. He's very knowledgeable in history and theology. Look for Aaron in the Royal Library.
This librarian is trustworthy?
Yes. Just don't let appearances fool you. He's an incredibly useful individual.
This character.
Are you looking for me?
Look out!
That's a high flora.
Is there a problem?
It's fine. This is just a little misunderstanding.
What are you doing? Arrest that man!
Please, calm yourself. Not all high flora are monsters.
You don't expect me to trust you so easily, do you? So, you decide to show your true...
Their wings. They're torn.
No matter what I do, they always grow back. I may have been born a high flora, but I hate them just as much as any Nova. I failed to get rid of my wings, but I think my scars drive home my point.
I can't say I'm ready to trust you, but I may have overreacted.
I'm used to it. I'm surprised the prince didn't warn you about me. His idea of a joke, perhaps.
Yes, just don't let appearances fool you. He's an incredibly useful individual.
So that's what he meant. Okay, we finally meet this character. We totally have no idea who he really is. In other words, we actually do, but I'm not gonna say it. But I will say this. Oh, something interesting that I did. Something interesting I wonder was when the Glory update happened and this was released as an event version. It's like most of the characters in the storyline have their voice actors in English confirmed, except for a number of them, which is weird considering. It's like, how are the others announced, but not some of the other ones or something? And Aaron is one of the characters because his voice is uncredited and left unknown for Cernium, but it was replaced for the video. What's the video called? Like The Adversary or something? It's basically like sort of an introduction to like Continental Grandis, I think. And I think if this character were to reappear in a future storyline, he might have a third voice actor because his second one unfortunately passed away almost a year ago now, so. Anyways, let's continue the story.
I assume you're here about the Chosen One? What's your interest in our prophecies?
We're trying to find out more about the god of this place. He seems like he might be handy in a fight.
You would form an alliance with the Divine? I've never heard anyone say such a thing about a god. You must be the adversary I've heard so much about.
That's right.
They say that you plan to fight Jaren Darmor, even if it means plunging all of Grandis into war. I see that your mind is made up. I shouldn't be surprised. You've already vanquished one Transcendent after all. In that case, let us begin. You'll want to start with the ancient writings on the sword.
You do have those writings, don't you?
Of course. Unfortunately, they're in Section 3, and Section 3 is a little haunted at the moment.
Part of the library is haunted? And you didn't do anything about it?
Oh, I tried. Unfortunately, the ghosts didn't care for that. They possessed me. I had spirits leaking out of my nose for ages afterwards. Nobody wanted to come and borrow any books.
Yes, that sounds difficult.
Okay, time to fight some ghosts.
These prophecies all hit the same major points, but the details are impossible to pin down. At least they all agree on one thing. The sword has always been wielded by a Celestial.
What are Celestials anyway?
The Celestials are demigods who joined the sun god Mitra when he descended from the heavens. But they lost their power when the Age of the Gods ended, and they've been trapped here ever since. So they settled in a place they called High Mountain and founded the Order.
I hear that High Mountain fell some time ago. What happened to the Celestials after that?
They spread out and went into hiding. Aside from Seren, they're rarely seen these days.
This is a lot to process. The Holy Sword did react to the adversary. Maybe we should start there after all.
It was extremely hostile.
To be fair, you do have a history of killing godlike creatures.
I'm not sure that's it. I understand that the adversary carries the power of the Seal Stone, no? The Seal Stone's power is the same power that sealed the gods away in the first place.
What?
The Seal Stone was meant for the ancient gods?
So the adversary possesses the same power that sealed away Mitra. If this got out, the partnership between the Alliance and Cernium would be over. Aaron, can you keep this revelation to yourself for now?
Of course. I won't tell a soul.
And we must be particularly cautious around Seren. If she catches even a whisper of this, we'll face far worse than exile.
Do you think she'd go that far?
Aaron, are you here?
Speak of the Celestial.
Uh-oh.
I'm here about my earlier request. I owe you an apology for earlier.
Oh, that? It's nothing. Nothing at all.
We'll just excuse ourselves. No, you two should hear this as well. Oh? The prince claims you're going to find the Chosen One. He asked for our help, yes. Are outsiders allowed to interfere? The Order has searched for the Chosen One to wield the Holy Sword Azor for too long without success. If it means finding them, we are grateful for any help. Clearly, we need a fresh perspective. If you're willing, then we will help. Do you have any useful information? Actually, yes. I recently learned High Mountain continued handpicking the Chosen One long after the sword lost its light in the ancient war. I came here looking for any information about it. We should go to the library and deal with those ghosts. Okay. The Order carefully selected every recipient of the Holy Sword. Each was a paragon of the Holy Knights devoted to the faith. When the gods return, they will recover the sword's light. The Order gives this emblem to the Chosen One? This one isn't as ornate. That emblem is for a Templar of Mitra. I have the same one.
They're similar, but not identical.
There must be other survivors from High Mountain. I'm certain one of them has the emblem. You must agree.
It's going to be difficult to find a specific person in this chaos, especially if they don't want to be found.
You are right, of course. But I must believe that the Chosen One will not stray far from the sword.
How optimistic of you.
That's faith.
And what you call faith I call wishful thinking.
You are the prince's guest, but this is the Holy Land. Mind your tongue.
Okay, why don't we move on?
One more thing. I had a thought about you.
Go ahead.
You're celestial. You're dedicated to the faith, and nobody is closer to the sword than you are.
I see where you're going, but that's a dead end. I don't have the emblem.
All that should really matter is whether or not you have Mitra's blessing.
You don't understand. I'm not worthy. I can't even spread my wings.
And?
All those years ago, when I brought the sword to Cernium, I was injured. You have wings yourself. How would you feel if you couldn't? It's late. I should be going.
A celestial who can't spread her wings.
Angel, why don't you head back? I'm going to do some more research. Should I head to the square for now? Yes. What a powerfully suspicious looking person. It's like he's asking to be followed. Guess I'll see where he's headed. Okay, let's... Oh, no, we're going here. Where did he go? He definitely came this way.
What are you doing here?
I was following someone suspicious.
I know the person you're referring to.
You do? Who is it?
I've never actually met them. I just know I'm not the only one who comes here.
Who is this memorial for?
My fellow soldiers. They were slain in battle defending the Holy Sword.
That explains all the old swords. There are a lot of them.
I was the only survivor to reach the Holy Land.
Oh. Saren stands for a moment in silence before recounting the tale. The assault failed. It seems our pursuers anticipated our attacks. In the end, it was all we could do to slow them down. What about our forces? We didn't take too many casualties, but our forces were scattered. Even so, everyone knows to regroup at the appointed location. I suspect many will return by daylight. Everyone on your feet. Let's get moving. What? Sir? Shouldn't we wait for the rest of our unit? Cern, destroy the bridge. That should delay the enemy pursuit for some time. You can't be. What are you saying? The rest of our company will be trapped behind enemy lines. It matters not. Saren, I thought I gave you an order. Get moving. But... do I have nothing but cowards under my command? Then stand aside. I'll do it myself. Chief, stop! What's the meaning of this? Please step away from the bridge, sir. I can't. I won't let you abandon our comrades. I'm the one in charge here. Remember your place. This operation was doomed to fail from the start. But even knowing that, our people rushed into certain defeat without a word of protest, because they understood the importance of protecting the Holy Sword. I won't let you sacrifice their lives. You. You don't get it, do you? This is their purpose, to sacrifice gladly for the Holy Sword, to rush headlong into battle, even knowing defeat is all that awaits. To die was their mission. What are you saying? We were already outnumbered. Why did you think that I chose to divide our forces? This whole time, we were just supposed to be bait? You traitor! Wait just a second! First you disobey orders, now you engage in outright mutiny? Do you even realize who you're pointing your sword at? Yes, a religious zealot. If someone like you is truly the chosen one, then Mitra is not worthy to be my god. Blasphemy. Both of you, stop this before you reveal our position to the enemy. Silence! If you interfere, I'll cut you down too. Stop! If you keep this up, the Apostle of Lightning will find... Fools! We've been discovered! Saren, get down! What's going on? How long was I out? Wait, who ended up winning? The bridge. It's been destroyed. Then by now, our allies are... Mitra. So that's what's been going on.
I am blessed to have completed my mission. I hear that the Alliance doesn't follow any single order. How did you feel when your brothers and sisters at arms fell in battle?
I felt loss and sadness.
I understand. Tell Adia that she was right.
Huh?
It will be too hard to find another Celestial. We should think of another way forward.
Huh? A white feather just fluttered down from above.
What's this feather?
It must be from another Celestial.
Free me from doubt, and give me the strength to resist temptation. I pledge myself as your eternal temple knight. May the light of your blessing shine upon me.
Are you sure it isn't Saren's feather?
You don't think it's the Chosen Ones, do you?
How could a Celestial make it into the city without being noticed?
Probably the same way Ebonstar has been slipping past us.
I don't like this. Saren should be the Chosen One, not this stranger.
Why do you say that?
Oh boy. Still not done. Also, if I remember, like, it ends, like, okay, when it was released as an event, I'm gonna guess that the entirety of Cernium before is Convergence, plus the 2 parts that were called Cernium during the event. So we're in the part 2 now of what was in the event version. Oh boy. Stretch. Oh gosh. Ow. What did Saren say her plan was? She's certain the Celestial who has the emblem is hiding in Cernium, and she's determined to find them. What about you? I'll be busy as well. Let me guess, the heretics? Yes. Someone stole holy water from the Dawn Priest yesterday. I suspect Ebonstar is behind it. Holy water? What do they want with that? Well, used on its own, it's a very effective medicine. But when it's mixed with black powder, what happens? Let's just say it puts even the best Flame Priestess pyrotechnics to shame. Uh-oh. Yes. Adea, would you help me track down the Ebonstar operatives today? And Angel, will you help guard Saren? Sure. I can do that. Yes, we'd be happy to help. Let's hope this works out in our favor. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. Let's go. Okay. Oh, and also, if I'm right, the rest of Cernium is kinda short? Okay, not too short, but I remember when I recorded it during the event version, I was like, well, this was really short for like part 2 of it, so, yes. Guardian Saren, you arrested our High Priest, and now you want my help? There's no way I'd tell you any of you about another Celestial, even if I did know something. The audacity. Yeah, they kinda don't like us now. I won't tell you anything until you bring back the High Priest. You did a terrible thing arresting him like that. Looks like Saren didn't win any friends with that last incident. necklace is really pretty. You know, I saw one like it earlier. Oh. Where? I found it on the ground. Somebody lost it.
I gave it to a nice man who said it was his.
Tell me about this man.
He was a nice man. He gave me candy. Really good candy. Really, really good candy.
I understand. Get the child some candy.
I'll go get some. Okay. Hello there, youngster. Would you like some candy? I bought far too much for my grandkid. Thank you. Joy, it's time to go. Okay, but that lady. Excuse me. You shouldn't talk to people like her. Now hurry, we need to go home. Wait! What happened to the kid? Her mother didn't want anything to do with me. Oh. There's nowhere else to check. That's enough for today. What a waste of time. But there must be somewhere else we could look. What about the memorial site? We could check the palace. We haven't checked the ramparts. I doubt they'd be there, but... Okay, that's not correct. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, let's check the memorial site. It's worth checking the memorial. There's no one here. Were they warned we were coming? Our contact said the Evanstar hideout would be here. They must have left some kind of trail. Let's have a look around. There's black powder scattered on the floor. They must have simply changed locations. I'm sure they were here. Look at the scorch marks. They were clearly experimenting with the new compound. Take a look at this. We are pleased to hear you have succeeded in placing explosives at both temples. Let their explosions serve as your signal to act, and at the appointed hour, the Flora army will deal Cernium's death blow. This is a communique from the Flora army. They're using the Evanstar to blow up both temples and incite a war between the two sects. We don't have much time to stop them. Hurry! Wait, what's this? Another feather? But what celestial would... No, it couldn't be.
Roland!
Now this is a nice grave. I like it.
Is this the guy you told me about? The assault failed. This whole time, we were just supposed to be bait? You traitor! Saren, get down!
I thought you were dead.
Me? Dead? No, never. I ran away.
Where have you been all this time?
Here and there. I didn't have anywhere to go. That's what happens when everyone you know and love gets slaughtered. But then I heard about you, the great Saren, defender of the Holy Sword. That sword, you ever look real close at it? You know, meditate on its inscription? In the old tongue, Alvatians say Inwe and He. My old tongue is rusty, but I think it means salvation is in Cernium. So, Saren, have you found your salvation? Don't lie to me! You know you're a terrible liar.
Something's not right. Saren, look out!
Roland!
Holy swords, gods. Aren't you sick of them yet?
Explain yourself!
No, you explain! Why did so many people have to lose their lives over a useless hunk of metal? It's all meaningless, Saren. I'm going to show them that it's all meaningless. We have to free ourselves from the gods. Otherwise, this will happen over and over and over again.
Oh dear, here comes loud audio.
Should have brought more fodder.
Roland, surrender! There's nowhere for you to run. Your plans are ruined.
Ruined, you say? Oh, my dear heart. You're already too late.
Was that an explosion?
No, the temples!
The Orders will blame each other for this attack. They'll gladly tear each other apart, and I won't have to do a thing. Unless, of course, you send your knights to intervene. But then who will protect your city when the Flora attack?
Don't let him taunt you! Arrest him!
You don't have to fight anymore, Saren. The Holy City is finished. You can still escape all this. You don't want to be here when he gets here. Jaren Darmor is sending his first apostle. The one who was at High Mountain.
Stop! You must not kill him!
Have you lost your mind? No. No, please don't tell me.
The enemy is escaping. There is no time for this. Heretics are breaching the city.
No.
Oh dear. Carlisle, you're all right. You were so close, but I failed to stop the explosions. Sir, Loris soldiers are climbing in over the eastern wall. You'll defend the ramparts. You need to rally your troops. I see. Adversary, go with Saren. There's no end to these guys. Then we stick together. Roland must be stopped. Okay, I messed up reading Hawkeye's dialogue, but it's okay. You did well on the ramparts. Now get yourself to the eastern city gate. I'll man the decks here. You get down there and give him what for.
Just add fire and...
Roland! Open your eyes. This is madness.
You still believe in your stupid sun god after everything you went through? Can you still see it when you close your eyes? The bolts of lightning from the sky, high mountain and its people in flames? I still see it. Surely you see it too. The sun didn't dare show its face that day, did it?
Enough! It's not too late. You can still stop this.
You haven't changed a bit. When I heard you became the Guardian, I was worried you'd turn into just another power-hungry priest. But you're still the same old Saren, as naive as ever. Me, on the other hand, oh, I've changed. The sun is no god! It's not worth dying for.
I don't think so. Finish them.
You're the one who killed that godling. Well played, adversary.
You've lost. Turn yourself in and we can talk this over.
Come now. I wouldn't be a very good chosen one if I gave up so easily.
I will cut you down if I have to! Roland!
See you around, Seren.
No!
Chicky, are you okay?
I must have passed out. What happened?
That accursed mutineer blew the ramparts right out from under you.
At least we took out the enemy.
Nah, mate, they were just the first wave.
What? No.
What's that on the ground? An emblem? Roland had an Ebon Star emblem on him? No! Our soldiers have breached the city gate. Enemy soldiers just keep pouring through.
Roland.
Seren!
I held on to this belief for so long. So very long. That if anyone was to restore the Holy Sword, it would be Roland. When I found out he was alive, I was sure he'd come to fulfill the prophecy.
This is no time to wallow! Enemies are flooding into the city!
We lost. The gate has fallen. There's no holding the city.
In that case, you must go to the palace. Take the Holy Sword and run! We'll hold them off. I know it's impossible odds, but, well, impossible is our specialty. Alliance! Who's still standing?
I survived the Black Mage. It'll take more than this sorry lot to put me down.
We're okay. We got the adversary on our side.
I'm sure we'll find a way out of this one. That's right. We're not alone in this.
Saren, it seems that the prophecy isn't ready to come true just yet. Maybe it'll come true tomorrow, or next year, or long after we're dead. But don't you think we owe it to the future to keep on fighting?
Knights! In formation!
That voice. The Guardian's still alive!
Swords at the ready! With me, charge!
Charge!
Against all odds, the city is still standing.
It seems we were able to set aside our differences. For a little while, at least.
I'm grateful the different orders were able to work together. We couldn't have done it without their help.
Yes, about that. Weren't they supposed to be in exile?
They were all pardoned. At Saren's insistence, in fact.
You're kidding.
My hand to Mitra. She put herself between the heathens and her own order. She even kneeled before them. What was it she said? Oh, yes.
I ask you this not on behalf of the gods, but on behalf of the people of this city. Do not throw your lives away out of spite.
But she's a knight of Mitra. Isn't she worried she'll lose the trust of her order?
Let me tell you a story about that. When Saren first arrived in the city, she didn't just bring the Holy Sword. She carried the swords of all of her fallen comrades, from halfway around the world. Every single one of her men would risk his life to follow her, even if she kneels before a heretic or two.
You know I don't put much stock in prophecies. But if Mitra has any sense at all, then there is no doubt in my mind that Saren is the Chosen One.
We blew their gate to splinters, but they still fight. Stubborn fools. I guess that's why I have you.
Oh boy, and I think, wait, I think that's it? Or almost it, okay. So things looked dire for a while. We were able to drive the Flora army out of Cernium. It's much too early to relax. Who knows how long it will take to repair the city gate. Yes, you're right. But loosen up a little. This is a victory worth celebrating. I owe the Maple Alliance a debt of gratitude. The battle ahead will be a long one. Are you optimistic? It almost sounds like you feel the odds with us, Adea. If you thought Cernium was doomed to fall, you'd have already run off to Maple World to work up contingency plans. If you'd asked me a few days ago, that's exactly what I'd be thinking about. But now, I want an inventory of all the city armories. If you find any dull blades or broken armor, see that they're mended. Ensure that the cannons are loaded and ready as well. Understood. It seems like things are well in hand. Perhaps, but I'd feel much better if the Chosen One would hurry up and reveal themselves. Something tells me they're closer than you think. In any case, please extend my heartfelt thanks to the Alliance for all they've done for Cernium. As for you, Angel, this is a small gift for all your deeds in Cernium. We have done it! It's done. We need our daily quest, please. Okay. Okay. Sacred power. Yay, we finally got our first sacred symbol! Okay. Obviously enhance. Okay. Yes, so we finally got our first one. Where is the equip? Oh, we do get stats, like stat points. 500. Oh my gosh. Also, is upgrading these symbols like really expensive? I think in like what will be the winter update for global, they will cheapen it, but I don't think I could wait that long for this character. Is the story fun? So, the story's fun. I will say there's a lot more added. Okay, I wouldn't say like a huge amount, but there's definitely a few more scenes that weren't in the event version. Because I definitely noticed the flashback was not in the initial version of the storyline that I did years ago, so... It's nice that Roland actually has a little more, like, story added, related to him before, like, what happened. Because I remember the event version, I was like, he appears for, like, part 2, which lasted, like, 30 minutes, and then... yeah. Anyways, okay, I have daily quests, but I'm not gonna do it on stream because, oh boy, I think, like, because obviously the sacred power isn't, like, at level 50, like, there's even more sound effects that play when I defeat the enemies, so it got really loud. Yeah, the event was, like, if I'm right, I think the Glory update, which the event version happened, was, like, late 2017, early 2018? Or was it the end of 2018? I said this earlier, but now I don't remember. I'm gonna look it up. Wait, no. Oh, I got it wrong. It wasn't 2018. My bad. It's 2019. Oh my god. I think I got it confused with the Tenebrous update. Oops. Okay, never mind. I checked. My footage is from 2019-2020. Gosh. I think I keep getting confused with Tenebrous because the Tenebrous storyline was also an event version before its permanent version. And that was the one I didn't play. The one I did play is the Cernium event version. I got confused. Gosh. Anyways, now that I have done the storyline, that'll be all for today's stream. Ignoring my small error at, failing to remember when updates actually happen. To be fair, I played this game for so long, and kind of like on and off, so my memory is like very poor when updates actually happen, so... Anyways, I have done the entire Cernium before storyline, which includes Convergence. And... yep, it was quite the journey. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.